Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Spirit of the Holidays, the Unitarian Congregation's special holiday music service. My name is Matthew Marion, and it's with great pleasure to bring in some of my favorite musicians, Boucher and Botta-Whiting. This morning, I would like to thank everybody again for coming together and appreciating these holiday seasons. We will have a couple of guest readers today, Lizzie Nope and Peter Kaufman. This time of year is very important. And with the trials and challenges we've had this year, it's great that we can still get together and remember what brings us together into a setting like this. This morning, I'd like to start off with some great music. This will be Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire.
Thank you, Matt and gang. I look forward to the time when we can all be together again in this church and hear the music live, and it's much better live, I'm sure, than on camera, but hope you can enjoy the music today. Some opening words. This house is for the ingathering of nature and human nature. It is a house of friendships, a haven in trouble, an open room for the encouragement of our struggle. It is a house of freedom, guarding the dignity and worth of every person. It offers a platform for the free voice, for declaring, both in times of security and danger, the full and undivided conflict of opinion. It is a house of truth-seeking, where scientists can encourage devotion to their quest, where mystics can abide in a community of searchers. It is a house of art, adorning its celebrations with melodies and handiworks. It is a house of prophecy, outrunning times past and times present in visions of growth and progress. This house is a cradle for our dreams, the workshop of our common endeavor. Thank you, Kenneth Patton, for those words. I'd like to light the chalice now. And thank the Boucher for more oil in our candle. It was getting a little low there the last few weeks. But like Hanukkah, we made the oil hold out. Chalice lighting. At times, our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. Normally in our service, this is a time when we would share notices of joy or concern. Please consider sending out a candle of joy via chat, and we will share them at the end of the service. I'd like to follow with our unison affirmation. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
This will be my favorite things. Hark, Harold Angels.
Good morning. Our opening reading today is entitled, "You Are the Holiday Miracle" by Gwen Matthews. As December opens up before us, we welcome in the gift of reflection. We turn toward our holiday celebrations and search for common threads of meaning. We begin with Yule, the winter solstice, and we are invited to explore duality, cycles, and seasons, and to witness the Holly King being overcome by the Oak King. Yule reminds us that we all partake in the miracle of renewal. Hanukkah, the festival of lights, commemorates a time of miracles when the faith of the Jewish people sustained them to reclaim their holy temple and to keep the light of the menorah burning for 8 days. Christmas, the celebration of Jesus' humble birth in a manger, offers us to revisit the miracle of birth and the desire to find saviors to heal the scars of humanity. Here in our church, you are just as much a holiday miracle as the turning of the earth, as persistence and dedication to a faith, as the creation of each new life. We see the love you give to others, the space you create to hold one another's joys and sorrows, and the generosity and spirit you entrust to this community. You are the holiday miracle. This community is one of miracle makers.
This will be Christmas time this year.
Well, thank you for that. Now it is indeed Christmas time is here. I guess I was a child when I saw Charlie Brown's Christmas and his poor little wimpy tree, but it was the thought that matters. And it's nice that Christmas can bring on new traditions. This is a thought about solstice by Diane Lee Moomey. Again did the earth shift. Again did the nights grow short and the days long. And the people of the earth were glad and celebrated, each in their own ways. Normally this is a time of where we would accept offerings for the church. I would encourage you to please consider paying by PayPal on our website, or the old-fashioned way. It's the end of the fiscal year. Before New Year's, consider making out a check for the good work of this church. So thank you for that.
This will be Deck the Halls.
Thank you, Matt. Our next reading is entitled Hanukkah Lights. We gather in the chill of winter solstice, finding warmth from each other, nourishing hope where reason fails. Grateful for small miracles, we rejoice in the wonder of light and darkness and the daring of hope. Holy One of blessing, your presence fills creation. You made us with your holy commandments and called us to kindle the Hanukkah lights. Holy One of blessing, your presence fills creation. You performed miracles for our ancestors in days of old at this season. Holy One of blessing, your presence fills creation. You kept us alive. You have sustained us. You have brought us to this moment.
This will be the 12 days of Christmas.
Thank you for that. 12 Days of Christmas, classic. Our last reading will be Hear the Angels Sing, adapted from Tom Shade. Night falls early. Stars will beckon in an indigo and velvet sky. Somewhere a baby is being born. Today the world lazes in a love of goodness, while glories stream from heaven afar. God is meeting us today where we are. So be not afraid and be of good cheer. We wish you, each and all, a very Merry Christmas. The hopes and fears of all the years have been met, so rest beside the winding road and hear the angels sing.
This will be Jingle Bells. That's why I always have to have these right there. All right, here we go. Thank you.
This is time for the lighting of candles of joys and concern. And I'm going to start out with the toughest one. A candle for Tony Donatelli, who died 12/19/2020. When I first came to this church, Tony was younger than me and active in the UUA youth. And candle for Tony. A candle of healing for many friends struggling with COVID-19. And a candle of hope for the COVID vaccine. This is one from our Reverend Patricia. Please light a candle of, I'm sorry, I should be lighting candles. Hello. For Tony. COVID-19. Candle of joy for this service. And for Marcia, ring out the old, ring in the new. Grateful to say farewell to 2020 and welcome 2021. A candle of joy, underlined, for the beautiful music this morning from the Bouchers. And a candle of gratitude from Chris Vieira for the community of this church. Thank you all.
Now we'll have our benediction. If I were to wish you peace, it would not be for long. It would be peace to rest, to reflect, to make ready for the day, that the full force of your creativity and love might be released and shared. I do wish you peace.
This would be what child?
Well, thank you. This is the end of our service, but I do need to make a correction on the candles. Tony Donatelli did indeed die, but it was not the son Tony, but the father Tony. So I shouldn't get into adding on to other people's candles. But let us extinguish the chalice, hoping that its light will keep burning in our heart. I'd like to end with these words. Because of those who came before, we are, in spite of their failings, we believe. Because of and in spite of the horizons of their vision, we too dream. Let us go, remembering to praise, to live in the moment, to love mightily, and to bow to the mystery. And if we could end with our final affirmation. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen.
I would like to thank everybody one more time for joining us this evening. To the great drummer, Jason Boucher, and our sax player, we have Botta-Whiting. Thank you so much. Last two songs I'd like to bring to you guys will be Hark the Herald Angels Sing, as well as Silver Bells. Thank you so much, guys.
Well, for those of you who haven't had enough Christmas music, please come and join us on Christmas Eve. Instead of a late 11 o'clock service this year, we're trying something new, more family-friendly. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, outside, caroling, and some Christmas spirit for the seasons. This will be our last formal service this calendar year. We will not be holding service after Christmas. The next formal service streaming will be the first Sunday in January. Thank you very much.